Well, I woke up this morning from a reoccurring dream.
Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by KATHERINE Castro, future mother of my children.
Not having babies. Not having babies.
You didn't let me say my whole thing.
Nope.
Let me say my whole thing.
Say your whole thing.
Yeah. Future mother of my children is somewhere down the street. So she'll be here later on today. So you're not having babies.
Nope. Nope.
Never?
That's not my thing. Not everyone wants to be a mother.
When did you figure this out?
A long time ago. I don't know exactly when, but I figured it out. I like other people's babies.
That sounds creepy.
No, I like my nieces and my nephews. Like I love seeing them. I love, playing with them.
Just try to imagine if I said that.
Yeah, that would.
I like other people's babies. No big deal.
You gon' chasing rabbits, be careful what you find. The truth you seek might just blow right out.
We are looking at the first Indian female designer at Paris.
Haute Couture.
Is that how you say it? Do you speak French?
Oui, je parle français.
Okay, so how do you read the title then? Go ahead.
The first Indian female designer at Paris Haute Couture.
Okay. You and Achara are gonna have lots of fun. So this is from Brut India, the YouTube channel. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to Brut India. There's a link in the description below for the video we're about to watch. You can click on that link, hit the original with an upvote, subscribe to their channel from there. Also, please subscribe here, hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. All right, here we go. It's very recent.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is like biggest gift and I think biggest responsibility I felt that time.
Wow.
I was always hoping I want to take these beautiful weaves to the international platform, and that thing was always in my mind, why international designers are using on our skills and like everything, fabric and everything, and we don't get that credit.
The whole thing about sustainability and whatnot, it seems like India is always going for that in ways that like we're not even aware of. Like there's a whole movie that you might enjoy called Padman, starring Akshay Kumar, and it's about this guy who was trying to find a cheap solution for women's monthly
Right. For our cycle.
yeah, to deal with that, because up until then in his area at least, women didn't really have a means to deal with that properly. They were using like a dirty rag that they just keep reusing.
Right.
He wanted to come up with a clean sanitary pad that was affordable for everybody, and he found a way, and it was sustainable, and it basically was a business that could sustain itself because he taught people how to make it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so with their space program, it's being made with means and tools, materials that is more affordable, that is more trying to be more resourceful and not just splurge. They're trying to be smarter about how they go about crafting their spacecrafts. If they had our budget, they could go way further, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
With their ingenuity. Wow, it's quite young.
Yeah. I left home when I was 18.
So that was like last year?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, 3 years ago.
Wow.
Well, there you go. That would be me.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Coming from Vidisha, so of course my language problem was there, and I was not able to speak in English, and so many things were there, and fashion is like, you have to be very modern and all.
Wow.
That time also I was doing Indian weaves, and my style was like wearing sari, bindi, and of course I was comfortable. And that time I think that was not in fashion. So of course people were saying, okay, oh my God, how can you go like this wearing bindi and sari? And so I've decided I want to change these rules for India, because India is the most fashionable country. seeing those 10,000 threads they tie with the hands, and they don't know any math, science, geometry or anything, but if you will see them how they weave those fabrics, it's really, it's magical. I used to stay with my weavers to understand, because it was not easy, because they were making something and I'm just jumping into into their houses and I'm saying, no, I want fabric. Of course, now I have families everywhere in villages for these, and I really enjoy. It's so inspiring staying with them, eating what they eat, staying in their houses. The fashion word is coming from the West. I think it's only the word, because we are the most fashionable people, India has so many variations. I think we are just following the West blindly. Maybe the fashion word is coming from there, but I think when we will realize we have this thing, so we will be on the top.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works. If someone comes up with something first, we tend to think that they always know the most, or that's the way to follow it. It's like a lot of the rules we follow are old, archaic rules, and it's like, why do we follow these rules? Why do we have the fork and spoon on these sides?
Right, and it's great that she stuck with her guns, with her intuition, and with her designs.
Yeah.
She stayed original. Not many people do that, especially in an industry like fashion. It's very easy to follow. Personally, I hate trends.
Okay.
I dislike trends.
I'm throwing out my Nikes right now.
Your Jordans?
Your Jordans. Cool. I'll never invest in crypto.
Well, I mean, that's different.
I know, I'm just messing.
But yeah, and you can see how intricate her designs are, and they're really beautiful. But she did get the big break in New York. But how fun that she went from being an instructor to giving fashion advice to, to her clients. That would probably be me. Well, this would look good on you. Why don't you get your hair cut like this?
The two parts that were the most intriguing to me, I wish they dived into a little bit deeper. Maybe it wasn't anything to dive into, but I feel like if there was a movie about her life, that would be two poignant moments, which is, she's taking all these odd end jobs and she just keeps giving people this advice, and it's so blatantly obvious what she should be doing with her life that someone just invests
One
in
of her clients,
takes a chance on her, which is like a gift from God. It's like how often
Absolutely.
do you get a chance like that someone will just invest in you?
That believes in you,
right? Exactly. And then after that, to go into these environments with her apparel and looked at in such a way that makes you feel like an outsider, and for her to not submit and hold and stick to her guns like you said, and continue to dress the way she does, that's awesome. Like, I think that if I was in her same position, I wouldn't have been able to stick to my guns, if I'm being honest. Like, that would be a hard thing to do, to continue to hold on to my wardrobe.
Yeah, it's admirable. I mean, I can relate to some of that 100% for sure. I mean, us as actors, the one thing you have guaranteed is the rejection. And if you're just going to give up, but the first time or the second time or the third time they say no, then you're definitely in the wrong industry. So do you really like what you're doing? Do you really believe in yourself? Because if you don't believe in yourself, no one will. And that's what she did.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a movie about her. It would be pretty awesome.
I think that'd be really inspiring, and I think we need that. Feel free to correct me in the comments, but I feel like we've seen more films about inspiring guys.
I was just going to say that, yes.
And not as many. Like, in the States, we had Aaron Brockovich. I can't remember.
We had one also with Jennifer, Hunger Games.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. There was one with Jennifer Lawrence. It's a similar journey. Was it maybe QVC?
Was it a true story?
It's a true story.
Okay.
But those are the only ones that I really remember, off of the top of my head.
We need more. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Her movie, I would definitely go see it.
It's especially intriguing for me because as someone who grew up half white, but looked at as mixed, people don't know what to do with my ethnicity, because everyone's trying to put you into a box.
Yes.
And it's I'm in these rooms with people who are also Caucasian, but they don't see me that way necessarily.
100%.
And so I know what it feels like to feel like an outsider.
Yes.
And trying to just fit in, because that this is where you belong, and it's an awkward feeling because there's nowhere else for you to go. This is what you want to do.
Right.
And so I would love to see how that's explored, and if they're able to capture how she felt in those moments and her ability to persevere. That's an inspiring story.
She's a trailblazer, a true trailblazer. She believed in herself. She created a path for herself. And look at her. She's the
dope.
First Indian woman to be successful in the Paris Fashion Week.
Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Let us know your feelings in the comments below, and anyone that you think who should have a biopic, because their story is equally inspiring. So follow Catherine Castro on the social. You should have a movie. Follow Catherine Castro on the social media. Subscribe.
We
if you
should
haven't
have
already.
a movie, huh? Who would watch our movie?
Yeah, I would love that. I'll be there on set.
Porcelana and Dragon.
It's a couple capoeira reference for those of you that like are completely clueless. Like, what are they talking about? Yeah, follow Catherine Castro on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up, please. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
Catherine Castro.
Peace out.